I think just being able to capture what India is, it's everything. So there's so many things that can just describe this country, and the sights, the sounds, the people. It really is hard to describe. And what we tried to do when we set out to make this movie was to capture India and see on a guy like JB, who's kind of our audience. JB is kind of our audience, and the audience will kind of experience India through him. And just being dropped here and not knowing what to expect, the audience is going to see his frustrations and how things kind of land on him and everything to deal with here, but then also the beauty and how things kind of also seep into him, that he'll realize at the end of this film what India is about and the effect it had on him. The movie reflects the real story. I mean, we had to find two kids as well and teach them the pitch. I mean, we cast these parts, and there's two parts. There's the acting part, but then there's also the baseball part. And Mark Ellis, our sports coordinator, went over to India and worked with the boys, also found doubles for the boys. So there's a whole effort of trying to pull off these kids who, our actors certainly, I mean, the real guys never saw what a baseball was or a baseball glove for that matter. They didn't know anything about the game, and it's the same with our actors. So you have to, in a way, it mirrors what JB went through. We had to teach these boys how to pitch. Alan Arkin plays Ray Poitevin, and I knew Ray when I played baseball. He was a scout with Milwaukee, so I knew him very well 30 years ago. And to fast forward when he's in kind of the twilight of his career and I would say almost semi-retired, but still active in baseball, where JB reached out to someone that was willing to go to India and be a part of $1 Million Arm. There were humorous moments, obviously. So the first person we thought of once we got John on board was Alan to play the role, and that was our first choice. It was, in our minds, our only choice. So when we were able to get him on board the movie, it was like you start to fulfill kind of your dream cast of a movie. People are going to think this is fiction, but it's not. It happened, and this movie is a great reflection and of really what these boys kind of went through and where they came from, and the challenges, both JB's and the boys, and to ultimately get both these boys signed by a major league franchise is, to me, incredible.